So here we're looking at feudalism in the Manor economy. You see the title up there? So what happens is, as Rome breaks down, right, you have all these little kingdoms kind of develop here, okay, including these mutual obligations here. That's going to be known as feudalism, okay? So what happens is, powerful lord basically gives the person underneath him a vassal, an estate, okay? So what's going to happen is, you're going to run the estate if you're the vassal, right? So that land, or the fief, is going to include peasants to work the land, any town buildings on that land, all that goes to the vassal, who's running everything, all right? So, what's the relationship between lords and vassals, right? Probably help out type that better. Lords give out land. Vassals run the land. Vassals must be loyal to the lord. Make sure, right, you save, or if you haven't yet, file save as, and put it in your Google Drive, right? So during the Middle Ages, right, you're looking at warfare being constant here, about life of a knight here, anything that goes on with them. Then we're also going to look at how you defend the castle. The key here is that you see these little buttons here, what we're going to be looking at in detail down here on the next page, okay? So, you have the catapult, and you can see right there. Okay, battering ram trying to take down the castle. Siege tower trying to go to the top of the castle. And to finish what they're doing. Just keep in mind that most of the time, it was mostly just, we sit outside of your castle and wait for you to starve to death. That's kind of really how it went. Okay, it's kind of depressing and boring. But that's how most sieges of castles worked. Okay, see them trying to climb over. All right, so this is another castle here. How does this castle differ from the other one? So basically just going to type in, really compare these two. There's a wooden castle here that has a moat. It's similar, okay? And then, how does it differ from this one here? All right, so that's where you type it into this box here. And then also don't forget to answer, how do you think factors contributed in design and construction? So I will help you out with the second one. So first part, you answer. Second part here, look, if you don't have stones, stones are heavy, right? You're not going to be able to build a castle out of stones. They're too heavy, they're too hard to transport, okay? So again, make sure you answer the first part here, which is, how does this castle differ from the one shown in defending castle? Okay? So number one here, code of chivalry. How was warfare essential to life in the Middle Ages? So you'll see it quite a bit here. Castles, life of the knights, up here. Okay, so you have all this here, kind of how huge it was for warfare to take place. It takes place a major part of their lives. Okay? All right, so what's happening in the manor? So you can see the manor system here all set up. Okay, you can see farms here. Okay, the lord's house here, the manor house. Common pasture where they can grow. Right, so again, the village here, the mill down here, the water. All right, so what happens is, on the manor system, right, you have basically everything goes to the lord themselves. So most peasants were serfs, they're bound to the land. They can be traded away just like slaves, okay? However, they were not slaves, okay? They're not allowed to leave the manor without the permission. They're also not allowed to marry as well. If the lord switches, the serfs stay there, okay? So, they were tied together. What peasants are supposed to do is repair, farm the land, roads, bridges, fences, all of that happened, okay? So here's the key here. As you can see this manor map, there's a question on it. How does this compare to the bird's eye view shown earlier in the lesson? Okay, so you're looking here. It's a lot easier to see. You have the mill, Okay, you see the fields here, sheep, the manor house there, the church here. So again, you want to compare those two. So I'm going to let you answer that one here. So you answer. Please don't type in you answer that. That's not the correct answer. You're going to compare the two. All right, so what did the Lord get from his side? What the peasant gets? Okay, so Lord's right. They received labor. Oops, I misspelled labor. On roads, bridges, and farming, right? Because remember, the peasants had to give up certain things to farming here. So what do the peasants get? So I'm going to let you answer that. Why did the peasants stay there? Okay, so make sure you answer that there for the peasant. Why did they stay there? Because they could have just been like, no, not staying here. All right, run away. So why did they stay? All right, so you're looking at here, going into the lives of the peasants, how the manor system operates. Okay, so make sure you look at how the manor system operated there. How did knights and nobles, importance of warfare. So that is up here with the knights right above the castle. Okay, so how did this contribute to warfare? All right, and then number 3. How did noble women contribute to warrior society? And that is right beneath the castles. If you didn't see that here, all right, lives of noble women, that's right there. Okay, so how did they contribute to it as well? What do you think caused peasants working on medieval manors to die so young? Okay, so remember you have it right here, the life of a peasant, which you can see here is not going to be great. To give you a little more of a hint, you can see right here what's going on. All right? All right, so make sure we save. If you haven't saved as, make sure we do that. Save as. All right, make sure you put it in your Google Drive. All right, so make sure you do that, and make sure we submit it there into Canvas. All right, hopefully you enjoyed learning about feudalism and the manor economy.